What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're a current subscriber, if you're a new subscriber or haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And thanks for stopping by. Alright, today we're going to work on my Louise RC or Louise LDX. Had a little incident with it. I'll show you what's going on. We'll take this body off, set it to the side. During the last race, had a little crash, and as you can see, I got some problems back here. I can show you what happened. Maybe. I can't show you. Well, I can show you, but alright, so my toe blocks, or toe in and toe out blocks, they look kind of like this. And on this side, it sits up like in this area right here. It sits, I don't know if you can see it, but it sits right there, and then there's one on the back. So what happened was this top piece right here, it actually broke off, so this piece kind of flopped up and that little ball came out. Once I get it out, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But so we're gonna replace that today with the aluminum one. So really what you want to do is make sure you get all your parts together. Here is the replacement for it right here. There's your part number, all that good stuff. This is aluminum one, so we're going to replace it with aluminum. And this car comes with, it's on the inside or closest to the chassis, it'll be 0 on both sides, and then it's this one is actually 2.5. I don't know if you can read that on there or not, but 2.5. And I'm going back with this one, which is aluminum, and it is a 2 degree. So, and then we also need the pivot balls, which is right there. So let's get to it. Try to keep y'all in sight here. And this car pretty much uses your 2.0. First thing you want to do is remove your spur cover. I don't know how many screws it is. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6, I think. I'll let you know when I get them all out. This car, if you watch my other videos, it's a rebranded Carten T410 T410R. So I don't know if your local hobby shop sells them. One of mine does and the other one does not. So I guess it's a European car mainly, I guess, but I guess maybe it was rebranded to as Louise to sell in the US, maybe, I don't know, something. So either way, kind of cool little car, I like it. So once I get this spur cover off, set these screws in here real quick so we don't lose them. We'll set that off to the side. Alright, so next up is basically you're going to remove, I don't know if you can see them, these 4 screws right here. I mean, when these come out, the whole rear diff and everything will come off, shock tower, wheels and everything. Try to keep it where y'all can at least see it. Alright, now you can just lift all of this off. That comes right on off. Remove your drive shaft. Now, to get the block out, it's just 2 more screws, real quick like. Alright, so now we can see what we're working with here. So you'll pull a little block out, it's got a little shim, don't forget to put that back. But you can see this side still has the ball, and this piece right here broke off the top. So that's what we're going to replace today. And see how it goes. So there's the new one. It's aluminum, like I said. Pretty much the same thing. Appears to be the same. Now I've never replaced these little pivot things, so see how it goes here. I don't know how easy to get them in there. I'm assuming we can just snap them in with the put a needle nose. Yep, pop them right in there. I'm actually gonna put a little oil on there. All right, easy enough. Now I'm just gonna grab a hinge pin that goes in there, and I'm just gonna kind of work that around a little bit, make sure it's where it needs to be. Now we just screw it back on. Now the shim might be a little bit of a pain in the butt. I ain't quite sure. Make sure that all the screws fit before we get too far involved. Oh yeah. We got one started. Let me get the second one started real quick. All right. Just like that. Now, we will, let's go ahead and get the other one in there. Oh, we got a little bit of room. And like I said, I'm going from a 2.5 degree to a 2 degree. I'm not sure why, really, just felt like I wanted to. And just with like the other one, take my hinge pin, just work it around, make sure it's where it needs to be. See, that one came out. Wasn't all the way in, I guess. All right. Now, I don't know. I guess the easiest thing will be do is probably contemplating if I should take. I think I will. So basically, I'm thinking I'm gonna take off my shocks and just have the control arm right there. I think it'd be the best thing to do. It goes like that. So I guess in the end, you probably need to just remove your control arms, or you can do it like I did it. No big deal. Two little shims. You can hold them to get them on there, be great. Slide those on. They're little bitty shims, I'm not sure the size of them. And you got 2 screws you can start. If you got enough hands. Alright, so I got those started. Now I gotta get this little shim in there some type of way, which is not very pleasant for some reason. So I gotta figure that part out. Alright, so basically I just loosened the screws up in there, and hopefully I can slide this, if y'all can see it or not, but hopefully I can slide this in here like so, and you can just tighten them on up. Alright, so I believe the hard part's done now. Now we just gotta reconnect all of our good stuff here. So we'll put the drive shaft in first. Get your dog bones lined up. Well, not really dog bones, CDs in my case. Get these shocks out the way so we can see what's going on. Alright, we got the drive shaft and all that in. So now we'll quickly throw these 4 screws back in. And if you could, remember hit that like button. kind of all over the place with this video, I know. Like I said, it's not a whole lot of information out there on these cars, so I'm kind of learning as I go and hoping I'm helping somebody along the way. But we're almost back to the beginning here. And if you haven't seen these cars, you should give them a look them up, check them out. It's a Louise LDX that I converted it, which is a LDX is basically their version of a drift car. I converted it over to a touring car. They also make a Louise LTX, which is a touring car chassis. Pretty much the same thing. The motor mount's a little different. Other than that, it's pretty much same pieces and parts, and it's not a pan chassis. It's I guess a carbon fiber chassis. And for the class I run with this car, you gotta have a pan chassis, I believe. If I'm wrong, somebody who races with me, let me know. But I'm pretty sure it's a pan chassis car. So I'm just basically getting my drive shafts in there where they need to be, and get everything buttoned back up here. Trying to get my shock bolted back up here. It's fighting me a little bit. Fighting me a lot. All right. Alright, so that's everything back together and working like it should. And all that good stuff. So, I ain't gonna bore you with putting the spare cover back on. But, remember to hit the like button, subscribe button, all that good stuff. And, see you in the next one. Thanks again.